We've got our camp all secure, and we are going to go for a little afternoon scout up to Blackbird Knob from our campsite into this area around here. Do a little exploring. Looks like a familiar face, the beech tree. This whole area is full of them. And we are going up and up and up here. This is another benefit of the survival vest. I can drop my main pack and just wear my survival vest for these day hikes. It's just the essentials that I need to walk away from my camp. As you can imagine, it's quite the difference not having that big heavy frame pack on. We're covering a lot more ground a lot faster than we did the past couple of days. Beach tunnel.
And get some right now.
Yeah, this is neat. Well, we just found an awesome break spot right next to this creek with this really broad opening that we can sit and enjoy a little quick, not so much a lunch, just a snack, and refill our water in this creek here. We're going to use the Sawyer squeeze again, and yeah, it's a good spot. That'll work. Got a shaving in there. Try some of this protein drink. Smells okay. Apparently it's a rich chocolatey beverage. Let's see what it tastes like. Very gritty. You may have noticed me using this compass when I do map checks on the trail. This is a Tao Compass, and this thing is a multi-functional piece of kit. Obviously it's a compass, so we use it for navigation, but it also has a mirror in here. And one of the cool multi-purpose functions of that mirror, aside from using it to get your bearings with the compass, is you can use it for signaling. I'm going to show you right now how you can use this mirror to signal on a bright sunny day like today. Even way back here, if I take this mirror and I hold my hand out, see where the reflection is, I can aim it towards you. And that way I can flash and get your attention. If I'm stranded and I need to catch somebody's attention, I can use it for a signaling device. We just had a little map meeting and we decided to take the road less traveled. We are going off trail and just following this creek and seeing where it takes us. The idea is that if we follow this creek, we can go around the backside of Blackbird Knob. And we might be able to avoid hiking back up it and then back down it. And we might be able to see something different, although this looks a little treacherous.
Yeah, this is sketchy.
Alrighty, we decided we got to cross this river again. Calling it a river, it's really just a creek. Definitely got to put this camera down for this move. This is unusual. We came upon this campsite as we're following the creek. Nobody's here, but they left their soap. If you left your soap in Dolly Sods, come get it. This appears to be a West Virginia trash pile where, I mean, this isn't camper's trash. Like, someone drug this mattress out here to throw it out in the middle of the woods. It's really sad. We really are exploring now. This is actually pretty exciting. We're completely off trail. We are just following this creek and using some compass readings and some orienteering to find our way. But fortunately, every time we cross another bend, we seem to get a big open vista so we can get a view at the horizon and catch our bearings. And it seems like now we're walking into this real open area. Look at this feather. Still bushwhacking. Checking the map yet again. We've determined there's 2 hills up here. We've determined which 2 they are on the map. North is that way. So, yeah, I mean, we basically need to just keep going right here as much as we can. We think this little bump here is that hill right there, and this bump here is that hill over there. We are going to cut right into these woods and try and follow the saddle up over Blackbird Knob. And that's a little squishy. Found it? I see it.
Coming back this way, I think, is the river's edge, so probably just want to, man, I don't know. This is going to be an interesting call here.
Yes. I think if we follow this group of small pines, the ground must be more solid there in order for those pines to take root. So we go there and then try and cross around the edge of those. Maybe we'll see it. I think that might even be the little marshy pond that's on the map. The ground has gotten a bit more solid, and I think up into these woods is where we need to head. We're going to be heading out of the open country. We just went through some insanely dense vegetation. I was about ready to turn back. Sorry I didn't film it, but it was intense enough just getting through it without actually trying to film it too. We're coming out into a more open area right now. Real pretty. It's awesome how nature does that. It'll kick your butt and then it'll reward you all at the same time. So we're still heading east in the right direction. Still off trail, adventure style. Yes, that open ridge up ahead looks promising.
Truck either, 'cause it's right by the mountain. And the mountain ends right.
Seem to have come across what appears to be an old Jeep trail or 4x4 trail or something. Yeah, I think we should probably take this.
Yeah.
If nothing else, it's easier walking.
This could be natural. Yeah, I don't know.
Deer just walk in straight lines next to each other.
It actually looks like bear tracks. Elephant tracks.
As it turns out, that Jeep trail that I thought I saw actually was the Upper Red Creek Trail. As you can see by this sign. This is where we ended up yesterday afternoon. Our campsite is right down there. Back here is where we had just hiked. So we basically did a loop all the way down that trail and back from this trail with a lot of off-trail cross-country trekking. Nice work, guys. That was cool. It's well worth the side trip. Now let's get back to camp and get settled in for the night. Here it is, 5:20. Just made it back to our campsite. We are gonna relax and enjoy. Heading down the old sitting rock. Oh, does that feel good? We went through so much brush on that hike. My legs are tore up. How'd you fare, Andy? You're a tough guy. This has been kind of like our woods couch for this trip. That's a tough reach, Dave. Don't lose it. You will be swimming with the fishes. Toe dangling afternoon. Dip your toes in Tuesday. It's also like a tricep workout. It's great to record this, to capture these moments. These are the times you want to remember for the rest of your life. So that's why I like to document it. Man, this has been such an awesome day. Just hanging out with my buds on our sitting rock over by the swimming hole there, enjoying the evening. This has been an amazing trip. I'm really glad you guys joined me to watch this. It's just been a very special time. It's been perfect. Weather's been perfect. Great company, great food, great times. Just loving life. Show you the walk to our camp. We come through hammock country. And then as we keep walking, through these jagged, pointy trees everywhere with sticks poking out at you, we're in this little hidden clearing back here. So over here is my hammock. Over on this side is our little sort of gear storage area. And then if we keep rolling, we see our little fire pit area. It's a pretty awesome spot. Feels like home. It's funny, the bugs haven't been bad at all on this trip. It's actually kind of amazing. I don't think I've gotten bit but maybe once or twice. And The mosquito net on my hammock has acted more as a cover from the pine needles that continuously fall than an actual bug stopper. This is the first time I've had to bust out my first aid kit on this trip. Probably the best first aid for these scratched up legs. It's just clean it, a little rubbing alcohol. You got to take care of the little ailments when you're out camping like this. Because you're in kind of dirty conditions and, you know, swimming in creeks and getting in the dirt. If you don't take care of small cuts, they can get infected easy. Also, take a look at your feet. You know, make sure they're in good shape because your feet are your ticket home. They're your transportation everywhere when you're out here, so you got to make sure they're in good shape. I think it turned out pretty good. I think that laundry was a good way to do it. Little camp suds and a dry sack and some creek water. It's better than hauling extra clothes. So I think it's time at the end of day 3, you know, the evening of day 3, to do an assessment of my food situation. We all brought too much food, without a doubt. I got some wraps left. I have these are like the remnants of a bunch of different things. A little noodles, a little rice, a little ghee, a little coconut oil. It's like, could definitely make a meal out of that if I had to. Pepper and onion. I think we're gonna put that in dinner tonight. Both organic, farm stand. Got some garlic, a few other spices. A little bit of dehydrated fruit and muesli, beverages, a few miscellaneous snacks, and that's about it in that bag. Saturday's bag, nothing. A couple chocolates. Sunday's bag, this is today's bag. There's also Monday's in there, but I'm gonna save that for Monday. So our dinner for tonight is some freeze-dried, dehydrated beet chips. I love beets, so I'll be having them with my dinner. Some bannock that I made myself. Mac and cheese that I just took Bear Creek out of a package and put it in this bag because it's easier to transport. Made sure to write the directions on there so I know how to cook it. And some peppered salami, boar's head. It's gonna be good. Oh, I also have my lunch, which was some tuna and a couple of drinks and chocolates. I'm gonna save that tuna. Definitely not gonna eat that tonight. Gonna start eating yet again.
Louisiana red beans and rice. I think we kind of already did that.
Andy's rocking the Mountain House.
No, this is Backpackers.
Oh, Backpackers Pantry, sorry.
Yeah.
Dave, what's in your MRE tonight for dinner?
This one is Mexican stew. Mexican style chicken stew. And I think we're gonna go double order.
Double order?
Yep.
Oh man, 2 MREs.
Mexican style chicken stew. Oh, there's M&M's in this one.
Really does come with a lot of stuff. Look at all those packets.
Oatmeal chocolate chunk cookie. Nut raisin mix. That was oatmeal. This is pilot bread.
Pilot bread? Like for
Tropic-
pilots?
Yeah,
Oh man.
Pilot bread cracker.
That's cool. I gotta eat that.
Tropical punch, grape jelly.
That's the pilot bread. It looks like a circle, like a disc.
Looks like a lot.
MREs are flying.
Mexican style chicken stew.
These packs are interesting. It's just like a
Mixed fruit.
mixed fruit.
M&M's.
Like brand name M&Ms.
Wow.
Cheddar cheese pretzels.
Ooh, just like Philly.
Chocolate hazelnut cocoa beverage powder.
That's a good MRE there.
Peanut butter.
Nut butter.
The explosive making device.
Vegetable crackers?
Weird.
Vegetable cracker.
I don't know what that is.
We have vegetable crackers. I think you saved
that
the.
with your cheese and salami earlier. You could have had a
Oh yeah.
lime cheese tasting.
I think you saved the best for last, Dave. That's a good MRE.
I actually have
That
one
one
more.
does sound good.
Oh man,
I have shredded southwestern style beef.
nice.
But I think we're not yet.
So what are you going, Andy? Alcohol or solid fuel?
I'm pretty sure I'm going to save my solid fuel for tomorrow because it's real easy to do and get going.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to do sticks right now.
Oh, nice.
Boil sticks.
Got to see this. First and most important step is to gather the items, the supplies. What are you going to use for your lighter?
Probably use one of those cotton balls with the wax on it.
It's a good way to go.
They sustain really for a while. Oh, dude, that was like the best ever.
Oh, well.
Fix it in post. So, yeah, I guess I should get some. This will keep that going. And now we're gonna feed sticks in, hopefully.
Do you feed them in through that side hole? Okay.
Yeah, you can. I mean, some people preload it with a lot of sticks first, and then just kind of drop the cotton or whatever your starter is down in
like
there.
down into it, yeah.
A lot of people use like actually the gel.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy the gel. It's like use it like the solid fuel.
Wow.
See this guy? It's gonna cause a little bit of a problem until it burns down. I think we probably have it going.
I was actually having a little bit of trouble with the Pathfinder stove, using it as a twig stove this morning. I had to continuously blow on it.
I think this thing was designed really well in terms of like the airflow.
It's got a lot of holes.
Seems to just wanna burn.
Looks like you got that fire going now, eh, Andy?
Yes.
Combo?
Yeah, she's going. Little stick stove.
Thing's blazing.
If only I could do my math quick. It worked very well. Doesn't really take that much wood. Like this is probably enough. You got one on the other side too, so it's such a way that like they cross over to make a good, you know.
Yeah, it's like
airflow in a vortex in there or whatever. They do fall out, so that's why I got this little guy to catch any ashes.
the cracks in the middle. That's where you split it.
Or something.
You read the wood. The wood will tell you where it wants to split.
It's pad thai for an appetizer.
I'd eat a little pad thai.
Yeah, we got plenty. It's in 2 servings.
I got 2 servings of stew here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me finish batoning this wood here real quick. I got 2 more logs to do. Here's my cutting board that I just made out of one of these birch logs.
That's gonna be pretty good too.
We
I
got
don't know if it's gonna be as good as the
pad thai.
Yeah, it's nice and peanutty. Should be a little hotter. Put some hot sauce in it.
We got the Franks. These twigs on there. Some bigger twigs. Oh, that was a little too early, but that's okay. So now we're trying Backpacker's Pantry pad thai. Compliments to Andy. Thank you, Andy.
Yep. Yeah,
Smells really good.
Better, but this would be good too.
Pouring
Probably
it
some
is the
hot
way.
sauce in it.
You want some?
I got some. Just a suggestion.
It even comes with peanuts.
It's not too salty either. It's not like
It doesn't look too bad. Oh, I just spilled the peanuts.
Oh.
I didn't spill them all, but I spilled a couple.
it's alright.
My bad. Sorry, bud. Could use a little hot sauce. It's definitely good.
Like just a little background heat to it.
Mm-hmm. It does.
Smell.
I'm not nuts over it,
Yeah.
but it's definitely decent.
Something different.
Yeah, it's edible.
You're right, it's not super salty, which is nice. It's kind of mild. We really have done like a backpacking food tasters test on this show.
International menu.
That MRE was a lot better.
Oh yeah,
This time.
Southwest chicken.
that Southwest
One.
chicken MRE was the best one yet. It was delicious. I'll bet you could fool somebody with that Southwest chicken. You'd be like, oh, I got this from a fancy restaurant. Now, does that look appetizing or what? I'm not very experienced in bannock making, but we're going to give it a try. I'm going to put a little ghee in this, and I'm going to put some of this powdered milk in. Hopefully these two ingredients will just add something to it. I'm going to put a little of this ghee in me. Couldn't hurt it. I'm going to try to go a little bit of water. I want this to be some thick dough. So we're going to go, man, the Ziploc bag is not working. It's got too much flour in the tracks. It's not really sealing. Try this again. Might have done it. Starting to get to a dough-like kind of consistency. Alright. Time to get my hands dirty. I think that's about where I want it. Alright, I think we're ready to make some bannock. Look at my hand. Total mess. See if I can take care of that. That's a hot pan with some ghee in it. I'm actually going to try and spread this out a little bit. There it is. Frying in ghee. I think I'm going to cover it. Alright, I think this bannock is done. So, Being that it was my first batch of bannock, I don't think I made out too bad. Got a little scorched around the edges for sure. This back part isn't too bad. Looks pretty good. Also got a little scorch there, but I think it's done. Smells pretty good. You guys want some warm bannock off the fire?
Yes. Yeah.
That's really good. Wow. Very biscuit-like, which is just the way I like it. Awesome. These peppers, I wanted to write the name down because I knew I would never remember it. They are called Jimmy Nardello Sweet Frying Peppers. Got them from the local farmer's market. And organic onion. That one had a bad spot in it. Wonder if it could have been from riding around in a backpack for 3 days.
You got my paper towel roll out.
Put it in a coffee can.
Put it in a stovepipe. just take an old stovepipe from your cabin. This is a sharp knife. This knife was given to me by my buddy JP. Thanks a lot, JP. This is a good knife. Okay. Peppers and onions. A little peppered salami on that. Oh yeah. Night hiking with headlamps. Over a creek. Not too much happening here. It's a quiet camp. I like to be the last person up. Just sitting around the campfire by myself. Listening to the forest, just watching the fire die down to nothing. And so ends our last night at camp. It was a really nice night. So quiet and peaceful here tonight. You can just hear the creek off in the distance. We still have one more day in Dolly Sods tomorrow. We've got about a 4-mile hike out, so we'll have some good times. Thanks for hanging in there with us. See you in the morning.